Last week I made a video about how darn hot it's been here in Thailand, and this week I've got to make a video about how wet it is here this week in Thailand. It's been raining off and on for about a week. Last night we had a fabulous storm and a terrific downpour. It was amazing. And now it's time for me to start paying more attention to cutting the lawns and weeding the garden because it's just growing like crazy. But the most fabulous thing visually about this time of the year is watching the forest transform. We get a view of the foothills of Doi Intanon, one of Thailand's biggest national parks and the highest mountain in Thailand. And at this time of the year it's been brown for months. All of the leaves most of the leaves have fallen off the trees, they've turned brown and dropped to the ground because it's so hot and so dry. But when the first rains come, they give that forest a good soaking and it just springs back to life, and it's just magic. It's always fabulous to see it. Last year when it happened, it was a little bit earlier. It was in April. I was actually away. I was out of the country visiting family and friends in New Zealand, and so I didn't get to see it. But it is really truly one of the most fabulous parts of the year in Thailand to see this forest just absolutely transforming. Having grown up in New Zealand, we didn't know what a dry season was. People ask when's the rainy season in New Zealand, and I always tell them, well, it's from January through to December. It can just rain any time. But here in Thailand we have a distinct dry season. It stops raining usually October, beginning of November, and then it doesn't start raining again until around this time of the year. And so when the rains do come, it really transforms not only the forest, not only the weeds and the grass in my garden, but our spirits, our souls are really lifted by this inundation of water that brings life and goodness back to our environment, and it's just fabulous to see. This is the canal that runs along the top of our section by the street, and until last night it's been dry for months. Last night we got a good bit of rain here. It's been raining for probably about a week, 3 or 4 times. A couple of times have been really good downpours and some really good steady rain. Last night it was quite a storm, quite a big wind, and then I think it must have rained pretty much all night to have this amount of water flowing in the canal this morning. Great to see. But the humidity is through the roof. It's crazy humidity. But it's alright. Temperature's down a little bit and we have water for the garden, which is always good. And looking at our neighbour's fields here, this top field he often plants some vegetables, but during the hot season it's just let go. There's nothing much happening there. But yeah, you can see the opening there where the just down there where the water's flowing through, and I can see right down into his rice fields. It's quite flooded, quite a lot of water. Just phenomenal when it rains that heavy, and it just comes so quickly. It's fantastic. Great to see the life come back, the green colour, the blue sky. It's magnificent. So all of our garden will be happy about this rain. This is an avocado tree that we planted a few years ago now, and it's been doing okay, but this year it's just really struggled in the heat. Drops lots of dry leaves and stuff, but I'm thrilled to be able to see that there's new growth coming, and it is showing us some good signs of life again, so I'm happy about that. And we've got mangoes coming along, some doing better than others, but we've also got lots of new growth on the mango trees as well. This one over here just looking beautiful in the morning sunlight after a good rain. And so the whole garden is just going to spring into life. My beans have been doing crazy good. They've managed extremely well in the heat. But this lawn a week ago didn't look like it needed mowing, but now it looks like a jungle. So I better stop talking and get on with some work.